You know, when the Beach Boys once sang about going down to Kokomo, somehow I don't think this is what they had in mind. Hello, welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition Control Run. I'm Titania Bird, and we are on Omega, trying to track down the Solarian scientist Mordin Solus, so that we can add him to our ranks and research all kinds of lovely, interesting things. And we're having to contend with a plague that the local populace is blaming on humans, because only two races cannot get this plague. Humans and Vorcha. And Vorcha are apparently too dumb to make biological weaponry, which I somehow doubt. Anyway, let's carry on. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, wanna take it to Bermuda.
Incoming!
Call on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow.
This'll put him down!
That's where we wanna go. Way down in Kokomo.
Sit down!
Let's send a drone
We've
out
been spotted.
to distract them.
Perfect!
Time to die! Firing an impact
How's
shot!
that one? Incoming!
Oh, I miss having a sniper rifle.
Gutsy. Kill that Drogon!
It seems we've crossed into Vorcha territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. Just what I like to see.
You sound like you might have some history with the Blue Suns. Just judging by your mission that you gave us earlier and your reaction right there. You sound like you might be familiar with the Blue Suns. I'm interested in finding out what that story is, but that's for another time. Also, we got some refined Ezo.
Hey, back off. We got here first. Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't, at bare minimum, pistol whip you right now.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
You're not exactly making yourself less likely to get pistol whipped right now.
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's die to them or die to me, so.
Do you know a Solarian named Mordin Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
Yes, we're aware.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Ah. And appropriately, there's nothing here for me to loot either. Although that would be funny. The sheer hypocrisy of telling someone not to loot, and then immediately looting. I don't like having explosive containers at shooting distance with no enemies around. It makes me fear that somebody's going to pop out and shoot me. Or shoot it while I'm next to it. One of the two. Oh, pointing that way. Oh, yes. Sign, sign, everywhere, sign. Locking up the scenery, breaking my mind.
Wipe them out.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
You say that as if you think I couldn't.
Done. Mordin's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Mordin.
Mordin saved my life. I owe him everything.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
No, not looking for any kind of trouble. And change our loadout. Oh, he's already got the good stuff. And I don't have anything that I can switch out to. Except for heavy weapons.
Professor, we're running low on Suboxone.
Use melanorin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in Batarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Melanorin and butemerol. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst. Bonds to genetic markers. Hard to find. Expensive to mass produce. Why not Heplicol? To instinct. Inconsistent result. Devastating.
Benishell research.
Humans. Not much.
And of course, we get our first taste of Dr. Mordin Solus, and when Arya said he likes to talk, she weren't whistling Dixie, which is good because fuck the Confederacy. If you've got a problem with me saying that, I've got a problem with you.
Professor Mordin Solus?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No. Too many guns. Not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes. Hired guns. Maybe. Looking for someone. Yes.
Relax, Mordin. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
It's a covert and privately funded human group.
Related to plague. Doesn't affect humans. Human-centric interest. Few human groups would know me. Equipment suggests military origin. Not Alliance standard. Spectres. Not human. Terra firma too unstable. Only one option. Cerberus sent you. Unexpected.
You're very well informed. How did a Solarian scientist hear about Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Solarian aid?
The Collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
That sounded troubling.
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
Relax, Mordin. We got this.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
M6 Carnifex hand cannon acquired. The following squad members are now able to use his weapon. Kendrix Shepard, Jacob, and Miranda. We got that equipped. Nice. I am a happy bastard. Or bitch in my case, I guess.
They've seen us.
My Carnifex is out. So, I suppose I'll have to pick up some ammunition around here.
This'll put him down!
Ah, frick it. Ah, the grenade sufficed. I do hope I find some ammo here pretty soon, though. I'd like to go back to the Carnifex if at all possible.
Firing an impact shot!
Enemy charging! Krogan charging!
You'll need more than that. That was pretty.
Ah, good, we're free. Alright, let's see if we can find some ammunition. Drop from any of these dummies. Ooh. I can hack a gambling terminal, and this is this. Okay, blue and orange. Orange to green cascade. This one. Orange, green, purple, blue. There we go. Money for nothing. And my checks for free. Bank terminal. Fortuitous. Okay. White, orange, white, green. 5,000 monies. $5,000 monies. Seriously, though.
Please, I'm telling you the truth. I work for Mordin at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please, you have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! Don't move. One more step and we kill your friend.
My thermal clip holds 24 bullets. Now, in all of the madness from the previous rooms, quite frankly, I've forgotten how many of my thermal clip that I've got. So you need to ask yourself one question. Do you really want to risk it? Do you feel lucky? Do you, punk?
I know you're scared of the Vorcha, of the plague, but this man isn't to blame. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory? They're immune.
She's right. Doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
We had a deal.
Human nobility. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Thank you. I thought they were gonna kill me. Did Mordin send you to find me?
The professor could use your help right now. He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again. I owe you... well, everything.
I don't suppose you've got any extra thermal clips laying around, do you? Daniel? Daniel? Oh, you did. Oh, silly me.
Can't kill me. Company up ahead.
Oh, and apparently my Carnifex clip only holds like 6 at a time. So even then I was lying. On cover.
Nice. This'll put him down.
Careful, Shepard. Watch out! Here goes.
Sit down.
Ah, Incinerate, you are a very, very fine friend indeed.
I'll kill you. You're gonna die.
Oh, that's where he is. Well, I suppose I'll have to go down this way to get to him. Warning, low pressure. Pressure, pressure down in here, pressure awful low. No one asked for low pressure from ventilation control, 'cause they turned it off. The voice of the streets, ba ba de, ba ba de, yeah da, that's okay.
Mount that one. I got it. We're compromised. Heads up.
It's the terror of knowing what Omega's about. Watching some good friends scream, "Let me out!"
The environmental controls should be nearby. We need to insert the cure, then reactivate the fans.
You don't come here. We shut down machines, break fans. Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
What do the collectors want?
Collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines. Put cure in air. We kill you first.
We've been spotted.
You can certainly try.
Perfect.
Heads up.
Shepard, I've scanned the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall.
Yes, I can.
Inject the cure and reinitialize the systems there.
Yes, Edie, I can see it right in front of me.
Excellent. The cure is in place. Now we need to reactivate the fans.
Down you go.
I have located the fan controls. There are two, one on either side of the room you're in now.
Hell of a shot.
To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. Kill all the Vorcha in the corner to the left.
Shot. Lay the blast down.
Perfect! This fan is powering back up. We still need to activate the other one. Mount that one!
Ah, thank you, Oberon.
Can't I see?
Oh, I really wish I had a sniper rifle. Well, they're still alive. Crap! I was getting careless there.
You know, everyone choking.
Now we start from the beginning.
Firing concussive shot.
Shepard, I've scanned the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall. You can inject the cure and reinitialize the systems there.
Yes, I'm aware. You act like I haven't done this before.
Excellent. The cure is in place. Now we need to reactivate the fans.
I have located the fan controls. There are two, one on either side of the room you're in now.
Sit down.
Let's try heading this way first.
Here we go.
impact shot.
Alright, well, this corridor is clear.
This fan is powering back up. We still need to activate the other one.
And that means that, more Vorcha. And Krogans.
Lost shields.
You know what? Frick it.
That was pretty. Ha ha! Sit down!
Air grenades not working half as well as I thought they would. Whoop. Well, we got foes in high places where the rockets fire and the fear chases my blues away. And out. Okay.
Incoming slogan!
Watch out! This will put them down.
Firing concussive shot!
Perfect!
Well, you know, I don't think you will.
Both fans are online. Mordin should be pleased. Good call. No more contacts!
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
That's not how I roll.
I made a promise to spare them if they let you go. I honor my promises.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said. Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
So,
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
We're heading out. See you on the Normandy.
another level up. Recruited Mordin Solus for the team. Examination of Omega Plague Cure confirms Dr. Solus' expertise. Can also work on Omega's leverage against Aria, if necessary. The Carnifex Hand Cannon, highly accurate and lethal sidearm. Effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. Upgrades the Predator Heavy Pistol. Carnifex is a favored sidearm of military, mercenary leaders, and Eclipse mercenary tech specialists. An expensive but powerful weapon. Its marketing slogans feature charging Krogan with the slogan, "Don't you wish Carnifex was on your side?" Aren't you glad you used Carnifex? Don't you wish everybody did? Assault rifle damage. Use the research computer in the Normandy's lab to build this upgrade. Squad bonus plus 10% on assault rifle damage. Upgrades assault rifles, battle rifles, and machine guns for your entire squad. This upgrade strengthens a weapon's mass effect field generator, increasing the velocity of each slug fired. Metagel capacity increased by 1. All modern combat armor incorporates a first aid interface. Microprocessors in this interface monitor vital functions and release small localized doses of metagel to accelerate healing processes. Manually timed heavy doses of metagel can be released in response to major trauma. However, the efficiency of this is dependent on proprietary medical software that cannot be copied and is prohibitively expensive. Cerberus has developed its own software and is actively working to improve its efficiency. 25,000 from Cerberus funding, 22,000 found, so total earned 47,000, and 1,000 of refined EZO.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
Unfortunately, no, but
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Don't kid yourself, Professor. Humans still come first in the elusive man's eyes, but this mission is too big for them to handle alone.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of terminus space.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solus. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
The ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology, need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
now you don't have to get Mordin first, but it certainly helps. And I'm just going to wait for all those little things to tick off of there. All right, research. So as we go about here, we have multiple different categories of research. We've got our weapon upgrades, we've got our armor upgrades, ship enhancements, and prototypes. And as you can see, right now we've got more prototypes available than anything else. No ship enhancements quite yet, but those will become important before too long. Start by taking a look at weapon upgrades. Weapon upgrades are modular technical improvements integrated to any weapon. When a weapon upgrade is obtained, it's automatically integrated into the appropriate weapon. Obtain weapon upgrades in stores and by scanning items on missions. Right now, the only one that we can get is assault rifle damage 1-5. To get more stuff in order to upgrade the rest of that. Armor upgrades, we've got the metagel capacity. Armor upgrade is modular technology that can be added to your armor to improve its defensive, protective, or medical capabilities. When you obtain new armor upgrades, they will automatically be integrated into your entire squad's armor. Purchase new armor upgrades from stores on hub worlds, or discover the technology to build new armor upgrades by scanning items on missions. Agile capacity 1. We already read that, so we're just going to pop that onto there. Need more Agile to do that. Ship enhancements. The Normandy represents the cutting edge of Cerberus fleet technology, but further improvements are possible and could assist you in succeeding in missions. Discover possible enhancements by talking to your crew. And the prototypes. Although prototype technology is advanced and powerful, it's also extremely expensive to reproduce and often unstable when used. Thanks to Cerberus's advanced science facilities and the genius of Dr. Mordin Solus, you have one of the few facilities in the world capable of producing these technologies. Each technology you produce will be powerful, but will upgrade only a single member of your squad. Discover prototype technology by scanning advanced technology on missions and by discussing research with your squad members. So, these are all the things that we bought. Heavy weapon ammo upgrade, definitely want to do that. Let's start at the bottom. Phoenix Project Armor. Phoenix Project Armor is used by subjects of the Elusive Man's early experiments on advanced human physiology. It's prepared by Cerberus operatives with highly skilled combat and biotic skills. The armor is a prototype for allowing the manipulation of blast and stasis technology, which would make any user of the gear a valuable asset on the battlefield. Increases power damage by 15%, reduces the recharge time of your powers by 20%, increases health by 5%, and the helmet by itself increases melee damage by 10%. Missile launcher. I mean, come on, that's just a good thing to have. Do I need to tell you what that is? The Avalanche. Cryo round technology is used to modify standard weapon selects. A cooling laser collapses the ammunition into Bose-Einstein condensate, a mass of supercooled subatomic particles capable of snap freezing impacted objects. Normandy scientists have found a way to apply this technology on a large scale. By generating a mass effect containment bubble, this proof of concept large weapon technology is effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. It is nicknamed the Cryoblaster. By the way, it should be noted that each of these has a certain cost of a certain type. As I mentioned earlier, the heavy weapons that we did have been using iridium, which we have quite a bit of. So we'll use that to get the Eviscerator shotgun. The armor upgrades require platinum, iridium, platinum. Advanced training. This can help you learn an additional power of some kind. Similar to what we did at the beginning with the armor there. I'm going to use some Ezo. Give me warp ammo. And it does replace the armor-piercing ammo that I have. So I have some new points to put in. All right, I leveled up too. So I've got 5 points to spend. I will bump Incinerate to 2. And Overload to 3. I can do all of these right now. The question is whether or not I want to. I'll do the assault rifle for right now. Heavy bone weave and the cane. Can't do anything with those yet. And then, of course, we can review which of the upgrades that we bought. Let's have a chat with Mordin.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under a young captain named Kirahi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Burmire.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest-pounding. No offense.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions. Needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be worried about that anyway.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team. Deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me. Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
Right, now we have the special worded prototype. Omni tool specifically for Mordin gets plus 20% tech power damage. Mordin built his own Omni tool and can make significant upgrades given the proper materials. For 2550 EZO. Sounds like a nice deal. Speaking of those upgrades, let's talk to Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
Do it. And our first ship enhancement, heavy ship armor. The Asari made Solaris armor upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if hit by a blast powerful enough to penetrate its shields. 12,750 palladium, a cost worth paying. And I'm gonna talk to Joker, see if he's got any ideas for some upgrades.
Commander.
He does not.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Right. We'll go hit the elevator and talk to Miranda. We got a couple of things to turn in anyway.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I'm aware. I'll get to it when I can, Kelly. So let's start by going down into engineering and talking to Gabby and Ken.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles, but engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Just kids already.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The Commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Actually, yeah, I do.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
After the hustle.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
It's so worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
I mean, I wouldn't be a fairy queen if I didn't have a trickster side. And looks like Zaid's set up shop here. Got stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
You got a strange definition of fun, Zaid. Oh, Dr. Shakwas.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Yeah, 5 o'clock was 20 hours ago.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, this is going to upset my vertigo, but worth it. Worth it. I haven't been to the Citadel yet, so I don't have your stuff. But I do have this lovely lass to talk to.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
Another ship upgrade, this time from Miranda. Advanced mineral scanner. The Android Group's proprietary Argus planet scan technology has been integrated into the ship's systems, so will greatly speed up the planet scanning process. Iridium required 12,750, but again, well worth it.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well.
As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
Here's the thing, Miranda. I am personally of the opinion that the enemy of my enemy is someone who should probably walk in front of me, because I am not risking getting a knife to the back.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool.
Maybe.
You are who you are, Miranda.
That's easy. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
I don't think he's completely done with Cerberus, though.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Please, call me Kendrix. And up to the captain's cabin to take a look at those private messages. Steal no fish. From Chief Medical Officer Chakwas. Commander, I've done further investigation regarding your facial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there's surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I've updated plans for the new medical equipment to the research terminal in the tech lab. Sincerely, Sharp. Now we have an upgrade to the med bay that we can get at any time we want, and I think I'm going to do that pretty soon. In the meantime, let's take a look at some of the additional stuff that we've bought. And mining outfit. I think I like this one. It's nice form-fitting. It's got blue on it. Most importantly, it doesn't have the Cerberus logo. Yeah. I think I'll go with that. And as for armor, let's do some switch-ups here. Headshot damage by 10%. I don't have a weapon that does very much in the way of... I think I'll just go with the Cerberus breather like that. Cerberus Ajax armor looks a lot like the capacitor armor. Of course, it could be just that the model hasn't updated yet. Oh, those are the lights. And the highlights. Yeah, I think I'll go pink, black, and white here. Yeah. I like that. Alright, let's go back up, get that medical bay update, and then I think we'll call it for this particular episode and see what lies next for us. Right. Ooh, that's a pretty expensive upgrade for the med bay. 42,500 platinum. We got tons of platinum to spare. Oh, and I'll go ahead and get those other armors. Not going to use them, but I'll go ahead and get them. Oh, got another Metashell upgrade. And trauma module. Unity heals your squad to full health. That's really useful. Anything for weapons? No, I don't. Alright, I believe that's everything.
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that. But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
I like it.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Alrighty.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need any.
Alright, well, I think that'll do that for this. I'll just let all these things tick off, and when we come back, I think we're going to go back down to Omega and see about that Archangel guy. Till then, whenever we meet again, later, y'all.